wish I had it. I went to a concert with Sholo and I had it up, and I got so many people like, right on, dude, hell yeah, you know. I wish I had it.
Are you gonna have it for season 2?
Heck yeah, are you kidding me?
Changing it up?
I mean, it turns red. So that's a new thing. I mean, with that comes a little bit of a personality change, I'd say. With
Hawk. We saw it at the end of the season. We're like, oh.
Yeah, I think everybody sort of, you know, like I know Hawk is a crazy flipping the script 180, but everybody has a very. They start in one place and end in another, very much so. And I think the writers are brilliant in that, because at the end you're like, I don't really know who I want to root for. You know what I mean? Like Hawk, you know Hawk is bad. Like he's just this badass dude who just kicks everybody.
So just how badass does Hawk get? I mean, have you read ahead and find out? I mean, what happens?
There's a lot of cool stuff that happens. I don't know how much I can give away. I mean, there's a fight in every episode. We did a lot of our own stunts this season. It's pretty sweet, you know. I mean, Hawk doesn't stop. There is no pulling back. There is no end. But yeah, that's pretty much how it's going to be.
Do you go into the backstory of Hawk a little bit? I mean,
yeah, you do get to see a little bit more of
what made him who he is.
Yeah, pretty much. You get to see a lot of, you know, maybe a little bit of his family, just like a lot of more of his troubles and stuff. But yeah, you do get to see a little bit more of the backstory of Hawk.
Cool.
So I love that your character, because he was kind of bullied and seen as a loser, how you just, you know, you can twist it. Like that was one of the things that you liked about Johnny. It's like, oh, he took these kids and gave them confidence. Like he didn't turn anything into positive, right? I mean, is that a great? I mean, for you, did that touch you at all? I mean, for me as an adult, like, well, it's a great message for kids, you know, or anybody.
I was bullied a lot as a kid when I was younger, and I think I would have loved to have that opportunity to just be like, screw you guys, I'm getting a new haircut. You know, I was born when I was 11, so I don't know if I could have gotten a tattoo, but, you know, I'm getting a tattoo, and I'm just going to be badass, I'm going to be karate man, you know. It's just a really cool aspect, and I think Cobra Kai, yes, the ideology is pretty harsh, but it really does empower these kids who were bullied a lot to sort of take charge and, you know, not take the shit anymore and sort of stand up for themselves, which I think is really cool. It is a good message in a way.
It got to a point where it was good, and then you're like, oh.
Yeah, it almost, the kids sort of go a little too far, which I think it's hard to do because it's almost like having a newfound power, right? Yeah. It's almost like if you gave this kid who was dramatically bullied all the time the powers of Superman, he's probably gonna punch the kid in the face. You know what I mean? Like,
or go to jail.
Yeah, that too. So, I mean, I think for Hawk, he's sort of realizing, you know, that he can do that and can sort of get this vengeance, but I mean, there's consequences for that. So I think that's something you get to see a little bit more in season 2. There's a lot more tension, a lot more conflict between different people. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite scenes?
Before you found out about the turn that the character was going to take? Like, did you get all 10 scripts right at the beginning of season 1, or was there?
No, I mean, all 10 scripts weren't even done at the beginning of season 1. The writers, their work schedule is crazy. They're in the editing room, directing episodes, writing episodes, rewriting episodes. So it would stagger about what I would see, and I didn't know that Hawk was even a thing until I got into the audition room. I went in and like read for Eli, and then in the room they're like, hey, there's this guy named Hawk who is also you know? And that, I was like, whoa, like that's awesome. Like I really love this shift. So I didn't really know much about how the character would turn up. I mean, I pretty much just found out sort of in the similar way that the audience did, because it's just like episode. I just got episode by episode, just read a little bit and a little bit. I mean, they told me a little bit about what would happen. I remember Josh, we were filming in the cafeteria scene, and he goes, yeah, you know, the arc is going to be sick. You're going to get a mohawk, a back tattoo. You're going to start making out with girls. And he got called and he was like, oh, okay, I got to go, but see you later. I was like, what the heck? Like, okay, like, all right, like, thanks, man.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you have any favorite scenes?
Jeez, favorite scenes.
Like the transition, maybe?
You know,
you become a badass?
I think one of my favorite scenes is the scene where I get a point with the flying Superman elbow, and I rip off the shirt and do like the movement. That was just like a joke I did on set during like when I first revealed the tattoo. I just like did it as a joke, and I think John or Hayden like saw it on the monitors. They're like, do that, like actually do that, and I was like, oh really? Like I was just messing around, like okay, like sure, you know. And even the part where I just like flexed in the mirror was just like stuff I would do, just like messing around with Cholo and Nicole. So I mean, like stuff like that, I think is like really fun. Just like little inside jokes that like we kind of know about, you know. So that's always fun. Yeah, I definitely have to say all the tournament stuff would have to be some of my favorite stuff because it was cool. There was like 200, 300 extras cheering for you for fake punching a guy in the face. It's like, you don't even gotta work that hard and people are cheering for you, you know what I mean? So, that was pretty cool.
Any accidents where you came too close?
None in season 1, actually. None in season 1. Actually, none in season 2. Like, no accidents happened. Oh, wait, that's a lie. One in season 2 in choreography. Mary accidentally punched a stunt guy. But, I mean, it wasn't that bad. He's this guy, John. He's a trooper. Off camera, Cholo accidentally punched me. We play that 2 for flinching game where you like try to make someone flinch. And so usually I just go like that. He will like, he's not as good as I am at it. He flinches a lot, so he gets frustrated. So we were walking through a doorway. Once we got this doorway, we were off camera. And he goes and does like, turns around and does like a huge spinning back fist. And I was just a lot closer than he thought and just went, whoa, and just totally took me out. And immediately he was like, brother, I'm sorry, you know. And my nose instantly started bleeding, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And so, but we're filming, you know. And so I walk out of the door, and I'm like, dang, it's pretty dry. I just got a bloody nose. How crazy is that, you know? We didn't tell the writers for a really long time that we were like messing around, and you know.
Didn't that nosebleed?
Yeah. Well, Cholo punched me.
So how familiar are you with the character Kreese?
Yeah.
Before you shot or?
I mean, I saw the first movie and the second movie. I haven't seen the third and the next Karate Kid. I mean, I liked him though.
Yeah.
Like growing up, yeah. I mean, I've always just liked everybody's kind of drawn to the evil side of stuff. I mean, Cobra Kai is just like, it's Cobra Kai. It's badass. It's cool, you know. He's awesome. I mean, even just like watching him on set, you know, when he gets into his Kreese mode and he like lowers his voice and the brows come down. Yeah, it gets more serious. It's cool to see, you know. He's awesome to watch. I really, really like working with him.
You're gonna get some lessons from the OG Cobra
He's funny.
Kai?
He always says my shadow students. He loves like saying my dark cobras, you know. Because I mean, yeah, like in the second season, he's back in the world now. So you know he's Kreese. He's gonna have some sort of influence on everybody, you know. And it's cool to see that dynamic come through. But yeah.
What's it like to see Kreese and Johnny have that interaction? Because we heard it's like a love, hate.
Yeah, I think, I mean, from the kids' perspective, we don't really know much about their past. We just know, like, oh,
Just watch it.
from this is like, we know he's his sensei, he was a sensei, and he's a war hero. So it's like, it's pretty freaking cool, you know what I mean? But we don't know any of the bad stuff, you know? Like, we don't really know any of that, which the audience does. So it's almost like, be careful around him, you know, because you don't really know. I mean, now it's like he sort of gets this redemption shot, you know, everybody deserves a second chance. So it's like, you don't know if he's there in good faith or it's just like still the old Kreese, you know? Marty does a good job about keeping you confused about that, too.
So how do fans react to you? I mean, the whole Spike thing.
Yeah, I did a lot of Disney and Nickelodeon stuff before Cobra Kai, and so a lot of the people who come up to me were, you know, little girls or like 12-year-old girls, younger boys, parents who are like, hey, my kid likes your show, you know. And now it's like 40-year-old dudes who are like, bro, you're so badass. Like, I love when you punch the guy in the face.
Suddenly you're persona non grata.
Yeah, you know, like I want one. You know, that's pretty cool. It's just cool to talk to more people, you know. And I feel like Cobra Kai is a show where, you know, the older generation from the Karate Kid can watch it, and you know, their teenage son or daughter can watch it with them, and they appreciate it just as much, which I think is really cool. You know, like all my buddies love the show. You know, I throw a little like premiere party. like when it comes out for my friends, and they're like dying to see the next season. So it's really like for everybody, which I think is really cool. How they cast a really wide net so it can draw everybody.
Yeah, it's pretty unique about the show. They can get a younger audience and the older audience.
Yeah, you really draw them in
because they throw in all these Easter eggs from the movie.
Exactly. It's really, really great. I mean, I love it. I love being a part of the whole world of the Karate Kid and everything. It's really fun.
How many seasons do you hope it goes?
As many as they'll let it, I'm always down to play Hawk. It's a cool, like, aggression escape, I can do whatever, Hawk is very, very fun.
Like, how fun is that to be able to just be the biggest dick in the world?
It's awesome. I mean, you're just this badass, aggressive kid with just so much rage inside, and it's just fun just interacting with other people. They write great stuff. They let me, improv whenever I want. And it just feels like so free. Like it's so much fun working with everybody because it's not like crazy rushed or anything. I mean, we're very rushed, but it's not like insanely rushed. It's very like creative. Everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna make something good. We want it to be great. We're doing this for the people who love this cultural phenomenon, and that's what is awesome about the show, and it's so cool to be a part of.
So do you practice martial arts? I mean, what do you...
Off season, like we just kind of do a bunch of push-ups and stretch, We don't like practice like a ton, but usually about a month, 2 months before the end of a month, 2 months before we start, we'll be training. We train with this guy, Simon Ree, who's from Best of the Best. He's awesome, gives us a great base. And then we train throughout the season, stretching a ton, which I'm so not flexible. It's rough. I'm actually a little bit more flexible than him. Yeah. They actually pulled a prank on him in the first season where they were like, hey, we need you to do the splits. So he trained, like, practicing the splits for hours every day. And they were like, yeah, we're just messing with you. You don't need to do I think...
That's like, they forgot about it.
Is that it? I guess we're done. All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks so much,
man.
guys. Yeah, you rock.